It's time now for the Muletrain news on this Thursday, December the 18th, 2025, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Graveside service for CR Cyrus Dell, 84 of Pampa, formerly of Muleshoe, was held yesterday morning, Wednesday, December the 17th, at the Muleshoe Memorial Park with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. Cyrus died Monday, December 15th in Pampa. He was born January the 1st, 1941 in Wheeler to Roland DeWitt and Laura Arminda Davis Dell. He married Frida White in Oklahoma Lane on May the 30th, 1959. After her death in 1991, he married Eva Nell Stovall in Muleshoe on January the 10th, 1993. Cyrus was a lifelong farmer. After retiring from farming, he spent a lot of time at the senior center here in Muleshoe. He loved playing dominoes with anyone and anywhere. Cyrus was also a familiar face at Del Oil, swapping stories with his friends. He was a member of First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. He is preceded in death by his first wife, Frida, his second wife, Eva Nell, a brother, Donald Dell, a sister, Yonda Martin, and her husband, Bill. Cyrus is survived by his three daughters, Cindy Davis and her husband, Wesley of White Deer, Rhonda Grissom and her husband, Chip of Loveland, Colorado, and Cheryl Christian and her husband, Charles of Farwell. His son, Lyndall Stovall, and his wife also survive him, Debbie of Lubbock, a sister, Brenda Connor, and her husband, Vernon of Christoval, a brother, Gilbert Dell, and his wife, Debbie of Hugo, Oklahoma, a sister-in-law, Nita Dell of Wisconsin, and 8 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren all survive Cyrus Dell. The family suggests memorials be sent to the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, P.O. Box 483, Muleshoe, Texas 79347, or the Muleshoe Senior Citizen Center, P.O. Box 292, Muleshoe, Texas. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, graveside service for CR Cyrus Dell, 84 Pampa, formerly of Muleshoe, was held yesterday morning at 10 a.m. Wednesday, December the 17th, at the Muleshoe Memorial Park with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. Please keep the Dell family on your prayer list today. Melvin Griffin, 97 of Muleshoe, died on Saturday, December the 13th in Muleshoe. A private celebration of life will take place at a later date. Melvin was born July the 4th, 1928, in Snyder to James Meade and Thelma Borden Griffin. He married Wanda Huckel in Littlefield on March the 28th, 1948. Melvin served in the U.S. Navy before becoming a U.S. mail carrier for over 30 years. He also played Santa, bringing joy to children and their families for over 20 years. Melvin loved to camp in Colorado and go fishing. He was an avid sports fan, especially of the Dallas Cowboys and the Texas Rangers. Melvin had a great love for his family. He also enjoyed going to the senior center here in Muleshoe. Melvin never met a stranger. He is preceded in death by his wife, Wanda, a son, Keith Griffin, his parents, a brother and wife, Kenneth and Betty Griffin, a son-in-law, Tom Manis, a brother-in-law, Ed Cotton, and 2 grandsons, Chad Griffin and Matt Griffin. Melvin is survived by his son, Mike Griffin, his wife, Kim of Muleshoe, his daughter, Vicki Manis of Bourne, his daughter-in-law, Donna Griffin of Tyler, and a sister, Melba Cotton of Plano. 7 grandchildren and 17 great-grandchildren all survive Melvin. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Senior Center, P.O. Box 292, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Again, please remember the family of Melvin Griffin, 97 in Muleshoe. He died Saturday, December the 13th. A private celebration of life will take place at a later date for Melvin. Service for Jerry Del Mick, 76 of Abilene, was held on December the 4th at Oklahoma Lane Cemetery, with Loretta Lancaster officiating. Burial, of course, was in the Oklahoma Lane Cemetery. Jerry died Monday, December 1st in Abilene. He was born December 5th, 1948, in Lamb County to Ellis Ellsworth Mick and Leno Christine Hutchinson Mick. He married in Muleshoe on June the 25th, 1972. Jerry had a deep love for music and singing. He even wrote and composed gospel music of his own. He was known for calling friends just to sing to them because the Lord put it to his heart. He loved God's word and would advocate to anyone in need. Jerry was a longtime funeral director and with an education from the Dallas Institute of Mortuary Science. He worked for Ellis Funeral Homes for a short time before becoming licensed and returning to serve Muleshoe and surrounding communities. He was the most loving and faithful husband to the love of his life, Dorothy. He was a member of the Northwest Church of Christ in Abilene. Jerry was preceded to death by his loving wife, his parents, two half-brothers, Noel Mick and C.G. Mick, a brother-in-law, Tom Stidham, and a sister-in-law, Annette Mick. Those left to cherish his memory are two sisters, Loretta Lancaster and husband Jerry of Midland, and Deanna Stidham of Amarillo, and two brothers, Clay Mick of Dimmitt, and Terry Mick and wife Sheila of Elk City, Oklahoma, as well as numerous nieces, nephews, and cousins. In lieu of flowers, memorial donations can be made to the charity of your choice or the American Cancer Society, P.O. Box 6704, Hagerstown, Maryland, 21741. Please keep the family of Jerry Del Mick on your prayer list today. Well, of course, Christmas is in full force here in the Muleshoe area, and we have started releasing our Christmas programming on MuleshoeTV.com. You can get it all free of charge on demand. Our Meet Your Neighbor program, brought to you by United Supermarkets for the month of December, is the second grade Christmas program. Look for it on our front page. And last Sunday evening, we did the Christmas concert, the community Christmas concert, Mary Did You Know, from First Baptist Church that was under the direction of Maggie Hollingsworth. It was a wonderful program. We live streamed it Sunday evening, and that can be watched on the front page of our website as well. All of our Christmas programming is being brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Burton Service Center, Dell Oil Company, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, High Tech Automotive, McCormick Seeds, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Mohawk Auto Parts, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Precure Electric, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Muleshoe Livestock Auction, Muleshoe ISD, 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, 5 Area Connect, McDonald's Restaurant, TG Fuels, Leal's Tortilla Factory. You can see those ads rotating with their Christmas and New Year's greetings on our Muletrain news program, along with the front page of our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Now, sponsoring our Christmas programming coming up, we will have a lot of stuff, and it will come fast and furious, as we will have some 5th grade dribbling exercises that happened last week during the halftime of the varsity girls basketball game. That coming up before this week is over, and then early next week, look for our Christmas in Muleshoe video that all those sponsors bring, which we will have the Chamber Lighted Christmas Parade that happened last Saturday evening, along with some scenes from the Muletrain Express that happened at the Heritage Center. We will have the first graders caroling from the Senior Center, them singing a wonderful Christmas carol program, along with the Shining Star School, a Mennonite school out around Oklahoma Lane, caroling from yesterday at the Senior Center, and the Girl Scout Troop 6000, as they will carol on Tuesday at the Senior Center. That will be our Christmas and Muleshoe video. Lots of Christmas content from the Muleshoe area. We will be doing the 4th and 3rd grade dribbling exercises, but that won't happen until January for the 4th grade. We'll record that on Friday, January 16th. Then the 3rd graders will be Tuesday, February the 3rd. Well, at the Senior Center going on, also, you're invited to come and enjoy the Joe Gear and Terry Kemp as they'll be performing, playing music at the Senior Center during lunch tomorrow on Friday, December the 19th. Everyone is welcome. And, of course, we mentioned earlier, the Girl Scouts will be performing Christmas carols on Tuesday next week, December 23rd, during lunch at the Senior Center. On the menu for tomorrow, on the 19th, they'll be serving at the Senior Center starting at about 11:30 a.m. Fisher chicken strips, borracho beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, whole wheat roll, and a tropical fruit mix. Monday, December 22nd, Salisbury steak, diced potatoes, skin on, English peas, fruit salad, and juice, wheat roll. Then Tuesday, December 23rd, when the Girl Scouts will be performing beef and bean chili verde, white rice, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, unsalted saltine crackers, fresh cantaloupe. Then they will be closed on Christmas Eve, Wednesday, December the 24th, and Christmas Day, Thursday, December the 25th. Friday, December the 26th will be back open, and they will serve Fisher chicken strips, borracho beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, whole wheat roll, and a tropical fruit mix. Everyone is invited. They start serving weekdays at 11:30 a.m. at the Senior Center. This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Now, message from our sponsor. The holidays means family and old friends returning home. And when they are here in town, nothing means Muleshoe more than Leal's Mexican Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard. The original Leal's, serving authentic handmade Tex-Mex food to the Muleshoe area since 1957. Victor and Debbie Leal invite you to bring all of your family and friends in during the Christmas season and relive holidays past with quality Mexican food that never changes at Leal's. For over 65 years, the memories have been made at Leal's. Do it one for the holidays this holiday season. December and everyone at Leal's and Muleshoe wishes you a very Merry Christmas and nothing but blessings on 2023. 6 Friday. Also, they'll be closed on January the 1st, New Year's Day, and reopen on January the 2nd. Big news for the Muleshoe area as the Muleshoe Area Medical Center announces that they are now in network with United Healthcare. More affordable, easier access to your trusted local providers. If you have United Healthcare, they've got you covered at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center of Muleshoe. You can call for more information, 806-272-4524. The Medical Clinic of Muleshoe can be reached at 806-272-7544. That's the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 806-272-4524, or the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Visit their website to learn more at muleshoehospital.com. Big news again, United Healthcare is now announced that Muleshoe Area Medical Center is in network, more affordable care, easier access to your trusted local providers, where the Muleshoe Area Medical Center is now in network with United Healthcare. Well, you are invited as the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. will have on Christmas Eve 2 services, Wednesday, December the 24th. At 2 p.m., they'll have their memorial service to remember those who have died in the past year. And then at 3 p.m., they'll have their annual candlelight service for Christmas Eve. And, of course, both of those services, they're still having all of their services in the fellowship hall there at First Baptist Church as the sanctuary is being remodeled, but it's beautifully decorated and very nice right now. 2 p.m. the memorial service, and 3 p.m. the Christmas Eve candlelight service at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, Wednesday, December 24th. Everyone is welcome. The First United Methodist Church, or the Muleshoe Methodist Church, old habits die hard, but the Muleshoe Methodist Church will have their annual Christmas Eve candlelight service at 5 p.m. in the sanctuary there on 2nd Street, between 2nd and 1st Street, right a candy cornered across from the First Baptist Church. You're also welcome on New Year's Eve as Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe has their annual prayer service for the new year that begins at 6 p.m. there at the Calvary Baptist Church. Everyone is welcome. Well, we'd like to say a big happy birthday as today celebrates John Hall on December the 18th. So a big happy birthday to you, John Hall. Hope it's a wonderful day all day long. Well, after 2 consecutive years of finishing in second place, Watson Junior High School earned a first place overall last week at the UIL Academic District meet that following a close competition among Muleshoe, Littlefield, Freona, and Dimmitt. Students in grades 6 through 8 competed in a wide range of academic events demonstrating excellence in critical thinking, communication, and scholastic achievement. So congratulations to Mrs. Black, the principal there, along with all of her staff and teachers, as the Watson Junior High School takes first place in the academic UIL district competition, and they will have a awards assembly to celebrate their success today, this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. at Thursday, December the 18th at the Muleshoe High School Carey Moore Auditorium. Everyone is welcome, and congratulations to Watson Junior High School. Well, in other school news, the Muleshoe schools will have an early release date tomorrow that will begin the Christmas break. That's Friday, December the 19th. All 4 campuses will release early around the noon time, and they will be out for the Christmas break for the next 2 weeks, as school will resume for students on Tuesday, January the 6th. So I hope all of the Muleshoe school students and teachers and staff have a wonderful Christmas break, as that will begin tomorrow at noon, Friday, December 19th. Early release, and the students will come back in session at the end of the school Christmas break on Tuesday, January the 6th. Well, the Lady Mules basketball varsity are 8-3 overall in the season and 1-3 in district action. They will play next week, Monday, December the 22nd. They'll be at home here in Muleshoe. Everyone is welcome. Of course, school won't be in session, so the JV Lady Mules will begin the games off at 2 p.m. versus Lubbock Talkington. Then 3:30, the varsity Lady Mules will tip off versus Talkington. This last Tuesday, the Lady Mules lost to Shallowater 28-62. Then last week, on Friday, they lost December 12th to Littlefield 22-47. And then Tuesday, December the 9th, they lost to Idalou 26-59. So hopefully they can get their winning ways back this coming Monday, December 22nd, 2 p.m. JV Lady Mules versus Talkington, then 3:30 the varsity Lady Mules tip off. Now, the Muleshoe Mules varsity, they're 3-12 on the season and 0-2 in district action. They will play tomorrow here in Muleshoe, December 19th, at Abernathy. The varsity The JV starts the games off at 5 p.m. Then the varsity Mules will tip off at 6:15 versus the Abernathy Antelopes. This past Tuesday, the varsity Mules lost to Shallowater 24-84. Then last weekend, Saturday, December 13th, they lost to Morton 55-72. So go out and support the Mules as they play Abernathy this Friday, December 19th, here at home, 5 p.m. the JV Mules and 6:15 the varsity Mules. You want to mark on your calendar, the Bailey County Junior Livestock Show will be next month, coming up quickly, on Friday, January the 23rd. So mark that on your schedule. Of course, we will be there to live stream all day long from the Bailey County Junior Livestock Show. So look for that coming up Friday, January the 23rd. Well, it is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by Gillam Advertising, Channel 6 Muleshoe TV.com. It has been dry so far during the month of December. As earlier in the month, I believe it was December the 4th or the 5th, we got a dusting of snow, and out of that, 4/100ths of an inch of rain. So that's the total rain so far through 18 days in December is 4/100ths. But we've had a good year overall so far, as in November we registered 66/100ths of an inch of rain, which brought our total right here at 1011 West 3rd, our broadcast studio and home, and in our backyard. We have the gauges for the National Weather Service station for Muleshoe. That brought us to 15 inches and 78/100ths. For the year starting December. So add in the 4/100ths and we have 15 inches and 82/100ths total for the 2025 calendar year here in our backyard. Our average high here at the station in our backyard through December the 18th for the month has been the average high is 60 degrees. The average low has been 25. I also went earlier in the month and got the readings from the rain gauge that's on Avenue K, and they are just about the same as we are, as they have 17 inches and 47/100ths total rain so far for 2025. Looking at our weather forecast here for the Muleshoe area, sunny, high near 59 degrees this afternoon. East-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, mostly clear. Low around 31. East-southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Friday, sunny, high near 76 degrees. Breezy conditions tomorrow with the southwest winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Then Friday night, mostly clear, low around 46. West winds around 15 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Saturday, beginning the weekend. High near 78 degrees. Breezy conditions with the west wind 20 to 25 miles per hour. Decreasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday night. Low around 29 degrees. Sunny on Sunday, high near 61. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming southwest in the afternoon hours. Sunday night, clear. Low around 36. Southwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Sunny, high near 78 for Monday. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Monday night, mostly clear, low around 38. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high near 79. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 39. Christmas Eve, Wednesday, mostly sunny, high near 76. And that's our 7-day forecast for the Muleshoe area. And we'll see what happens. Maybe we could get a white Christmas. Doesn't look like it so far, as we have had a very dry and sort of above normal, really. We went through the last several days and got up into the 70s several times and that just doesn't seem right for December. But a normal December, as our winter months go very, very dry typically, but we can have some snow here and there. Right now at noontime on Thursday, December the 18th, it is 52 degrees outside our broadcast studio and home. Well, congratulations to some Muleshoe Mules football members who have been named to the all-district teams. Junior Josue Segala, first-team quarterback and first-team punter. Senior Blaine Klofka, first-team utility back. Then those on the second team include Brayton Butler, second-team fullback. Senior Junior Noah Hernandez, second-team receiver and second-team defensive back. Senior Johnny Hernandez, second-team defensive back. Senior Luis Valles, second-team receiver and honorable mention defensive back. Alonzo Ramirez, senior, second-team defensive line and honorable mention defensive line. Senior Nehemiah Sanchez, second-team linebacker. Junior Davian Sital, second-team linebacker and honorable mention running back. Senior Jake Villanueva was named the first-team offensive line and honorable mention defensive line. Junior Evan Jenkins, first-team linebacker. Sophomore Ram Regalado named honorable mention defensive back. Freshman Ben Fleming, honorable mention defensive back. Junior Andrew Jaramillo, honorable mention linebacker. Junior Jaden Agundis, honorable mention linebacker. Senior Daniel Mendoza, honorable mention center, and Senior Diego Molina, honorable mention offensive line, along with Senior Tony Rodriguez, honorable mention offensive line. Congratulations to these Mules named to the 2025 All-District Football Team. Well, on your prayer list today, keep Sharon Grant, Christy and Rusty Whip, Robert Johnson, who's recently been in the hospital, and Irma Leal, who's out of the hospital now back at home. Please keep Donna Green on your prayer list today, Melba Bratcher, Carlos Rosas, Larry and Berta Combs, Carlos Sines needs to remain on your prayer list today, Dorothy Turner and Doris Scott, Peggy Seagroves, Frank Werflein, who is over in Littlefield, Ruth Wood, Laverne Wynn, Darlene Henry, Ruby Henderson, Joanne Puckett, Donna Burton, Linda Watson, Richard Hawkins, Rosemary Smith, Dr. Joby Claiborne, Kathy Brown, Jason Purcell, Suzanne McCrae, Gloria Kennedy, Renee Seagroves, Dick Chitwood needs to be on your prayer list today, Cliff Black, Joe Bledsoe, Janie Carpenter, Joseph Carpenter, Carol Reen, Carolyn Kaufman, Dolores Harvey, Janice Snell, Virgil Morris. Keep those who are grieving the recent loss of a loved one on your prayer list today as well. As we mentioned in our obits, the family of Cyrus Dell, the family of Melvin Griffin, the family of Jerry Dell Mick, the family of Lula Mae Shanks, the family of Beverly Gale Turney needs to be on your prayer list today, along with the family of Marguerite McGuire Penix. That's the mother of Cindy Barrett. The family of Tracy Claybrook, and the family of Orvady Burris. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. If you want to listen to our old archives or brand new Muletrain News programs, it's free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. The grand is grand again. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
The Grand Theater in Stamford opened in 1936 and stayed open 50 years. It reopened for a while, but closed in 2011.
So it had sat vacant for quite some time. We are very fortunate that the group who realized that it was a diamond in the rough and a treasure to be saved. There was a lot of sweat equity that went into this. People came in, volunteered with shovels and everything to clean it out. This is a community effort.
Suzanne Hatarius Fusaro is executive director of the Grand. She grew up in Stamford, but had a career as a meeting planner and caterer in the Metroplex.
When I heard that this opportunity was coming up, I just really had a feeling that it could be the right thing.
The house she bought was a big coincidence.
The house that I am living in is the house of the people who built this theater.
The restoration took 2 years. The theater has new seats, new carpet, new audio and video digital equipment. The Grand shows first-run movies. The theater is special to her personally.
My parents met here at this theater in 1955.
She calls the theater Stamford's living room because it's such a meeting place.
People will stop me and say, well, how did we do last night? So it's we. They consider this, it's not just how did the theater do, but how did we do?
Volunteers selected the brand of popcorn.
We tried about 5 different popcorns. And they'd say, oh, this one's too mushy, this one's this, And we all had opinions. I mean, we had people that come in on the weekends to buy popcorn to take home. They just stop by and say, I need a popcorn and a Coke,
Suzanne plays organ in the same church where her grandmother played the organ.
There are times that I slide onto that organ bench and I think of the hundreds and hundreds of times my grandmother sat there. I started out there when I was probably 14 playing for the evening worship services. Between my grandmother and me, we've played out there for over 95 years.
Suzanne Hatarius Fusaro of Stamford. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.